So same thing I am going to implement here. Some program we have written. This is our program. This is our computer. And in between this, we are having one more thing, that is your compiler. Compiler. So what this compiler is doing? What this compiler is doing? Anybody? What this compiler is doing here? What is the job of compiler here? What is the job of compiler? Translating. Correct. So job of translator is to translate your high level, convert high level code to machine. Machine. Now here one important point you guys need to remember. Compiler means which is going to convert your high level code to machine. High level code to machine. This is what? This is your compiler. Now there is one more term which is important, and that term is known as interpreter. Okay, there is one more term which is there, and that term is your interpret. Okay, so don't confuse in this term what is compiler and what is interpret. Both are same. What compiler is doing? Compiler is translating your high level code to machine. So this is a job of compiler. Now same as it is, what interpreter will do? What interpreter will do? So interpreter is also doing same task only. What is the task? To convert your high level code to machine. So let me tell you here, interpreter versus compiler. An interview, this is a very famous question, guys. What is the difference between interpreter and compilers? Okay. So let me tell you the difference between interpreter and compile. Simple difference is there. See, we are having compilers. What compilers are doing? Compilers are used to convert high level code, high level code to machine, to machine. So you guys know about this. What is compiler? Coming to the interpreter. So the job of interpreter is also same. It is also used to convert high level code to machine. Now maybe you guys will think, then what is the difference? The difference here is the execution. Compiler will convert your code in different manner. Interpreter will convert your code in different manner. That means way of translation is different. Way of conversion is different. That is a major difference. What is the difference? Try to understand. Suppose that I have used compiler here. Suppose that I have used compiler here. And some instructions we have written here. Some instructions. For example, same example that I have taken in last session. Same thing I am going to take here as well. We are having A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, print, print A plus, like this. This is what? This is your instruction or a program. So I have written this. Now, if any language is a compiled language, if any language is a compiled language, in that, in that compiler will be present. In that, because if any language is having compiler, that is a compiled language. If any language is having interpreter, that means it is an interpreted language. Now try to understand. When I am talking about compiler, compiler will translate your complete code. Complete code means whatever code is written in this file or in this program, this complete code, this complete code will be executed, will be converted by our compile. Complete code. You have written 3 lines. 3 lines will be taken at a time, and that will be converted into your machine. So when I am talking about compiler, in a compiler, the execution will be done at once. At once means complete file. Whatever you have written, that complete thing is going to be executed at once. That is the meaning of compiler. So the difference, how compiler is executing the code, let me write here. Compiler, compiler will translate or execute the complete program at once. What is the meaning of at once? Whatever code you have written, all that code will be converted direct. Complete code will be converted direct. That is the meaning of compile. Coming to the interpreter, what is interpreter? So basically, when we are having interpreter, suppose that we don't have compiler here, we don't have compiler here, we don't have compiler here, we are having interpreter. We are having interpreter. So the job of interpreter is also same. It is also used for conversion purpose. It is also used for conversion purpose. But here conversion is different. The way is different. What is that? When we are having compiler, this complete program, whatever you have written in this program, everything is going to be executed at once. But when we are having interpreter, first interpreter will take first line. It will take first line, it will pass to your interpreter, and then interpreter will give you response in your, then it will take second code, second line, and then it will go to your compiler interpreter, and then second line output you will see. Then interpreter will take third line and it will see it is correct. Then interpreter will give you third result. That means here your code execution has been done at once. At once means complete code is executed at once. Sorry, the complete code is executed line by line. So how many lines are there here? Three lines are there. So that means three times your interpreter will be executed. Three times your interpreter will execute this code. But when we are having compiler, complete code will be executed at once. Complete code will be executed at once. That is a major difference between compiler and both are same. No any difference. Only one difference is there. वर्किंग वाइज जब हमारा कंपाइलर होता है, दोज हु आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, कंपाइलर क्या करता है, जितना भी आपने कोड लिखा है पूरे कोड को एक साथ ही कन्वर्ट करने के लिए ले जाओ. बट इंटरप्रेटर क्या करता है, पहली लाइन लेगा उसको एग्जीक्यूट करेगा, दूसरी लाइन लेगा उसको एग्जीक्यूट करेगा, तीसरी लाइन लेगा इसको एग्जीक्यूट. That means line by line execution will be there. So line by line execution means it is an interpreter and complete code will be executed at once. That means there is a compile. Okay. So that is the difference between interpreter and compile. Only one difference. And that difference is interpreter will execute. Interpreter will execute, or you can say translate, execute the code line by line. That means whatever lines are there, with respect to that line only your code will be. So that is the difference between interpreter and. Now one by one ask questions. In this, if any question is there, please let. Simple सा लॉजिक है. What is the thing? कंप्लीट कोड, जितना आपने कोड लिखा वो सारा एक साथ अगर एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है, दैट मींस इट इज अ कंपाइल. और अगर जितना कोड आपने लिखा वो एक एक करके हो रहा है लाइन बाय लाइन, दैट इज योर इंट. प्लीज राइट ऑन चैट बॉक्स दोज हु आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. इसको नहीं क्लियर हुआ बताओ. हाँ टाइम डिफरेंस रहता है. आई विल डिस्कस प्रांजल दैट, वो मैं बताऊंगा. कंपाइलर फास्टर है, क्यों है मैं वो भी बताऊंगा. ठीक है, आई विल डिस्कस दैट. वन मोर टाइम, सी वेरी सिंपल इट इज. आपने कुछ कोड लिखा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने कुछ कोड लिखा है, ये मेरा कोड है. ठीक है, अगर ये कोड सारी लाइनें आपकी, आपने तीन लाइन लिखी है, ये तीनों लाइन एक साथ अगर एग्जीक्यूट होता है यहाँ, तो दैट इज योर कंपाइलर. अगर एक एक करके होता है, आई एम टेकिंग वन लाइन, then first line is executed and the output of first line you are able to see. Then it will take second line. So second line will be converted and then second line will be created. Second line will be your output. Then third line it will take. Then third line will be execute. Then third line will be your output. So that means जब line by line execution होगा, that is your interpreter. और पूरा कोड अगर एक साथ कन्वर्ट हो जाता है और एग्जीक्यूट हो जाता है, that is your compile. बस इतना है. अकबर क्लियर हुआ थोड़ा? अकबर प्लीज लेट. सबको कंफर्टेबल है? कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो पूछ लो. ठीक. अब इसके बाद नेक्स्ट वन सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस हमारी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस भी डिवाइड है. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट? See, there are few languages which are compiled, that means which are using compilers. There are few languages which are using interpreters. So what are interpreters and what are compilers? We have discussed this thing. Now programming languages. What are compiled languages? Compiled languages means the languages which are using compilers for their execution are known as compiled language. तो जो लैंग्वेज कंपाइलर को यूज करती है दैट आर नोन एज कंपाइल्ड लैंग्वेजेस. व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ कंपाइल्ड लैंग्वेजेस? क्या एग्जांपल है कंपाइल्ड लैंग्वेजेस के? सी. C programming is a compiled language. C++ is a compiled language. Okay, it is same as it is interpreter. So interpreted language is also same. The languages which are using interpreter for execution of their code. The languages which are using interpreter for their execution are known as interpreted language. ठीक है. अब इंटरप्रेटेड लैंग्वेज कौन कौन सी होती हैं? सी, योर पाइथन इज योर इंटरप्रेटेड लैंग्वेज. पाइथन इज योर interpreted language. Python is your interpreted language and JavaScript is your interpreted language. It is. So these two are your interpreted. ठीक है. अब क्वेश्चन आता है which language is fast? कौन सी लैंग्वेज फास्टर? ओके, सो एनीबॉडी टेक अ गेस which language will be faster? अमित, क्या चीज आपको क्लियर नहीं हो रही है बताइए, एक्सप्लेन करो वही चीज. अमित, which point you are not able to understand? I am asking interpreted languages are faster or compiled languages are faster? Which one is faster? Compiled language. No, what is the reason? What is the reason? Try to understand. मैं एक बहुत सिंपल फनी एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं. आई एम गोइंग टू गिव अ फनी एग्जांपल विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट. Then you will get more clarity which one is faster, which one is not faster. Try to understand. I am from Lucknow and I want to go to Delhi. Okay. I am from Lucknow and I am going to Delhi. Okay. See. This is LKO, that is Lucknow, and this is 10. This is LKO, this is 10. Okay. Now, there are two trains which are there. There is one train which is super fast. There is no any stoppage. It will start from Lucknow and it will directly go to Delhi. No stoppage is there. Because at once it is starting from Lucknow and it is going till Delhi. Okay, no stoppage. This is my train one. And there is one more train which is having approximately 10 stoppage. 10 stoppage. This is your train. Now just take a guess which one will be fast. 10 स्टॉपेज वाली फास्टर होगी या सिर्फ एक स्टॉपेज वाली जिसमें कोई स्टॉपेज नहीं होगा, दैट विल बी फास्ट. Which one will be fast? Which one will be faster? Train 1 is fast. Why train 1 is faster? क्योंकि हम एक जगह से स्टार्ट हुए और एक जगह पे आते थे. At once we are, there is no any stoppage, directly I am opening. Now with respect to programming language, ये कौन सी language है guys? With respect to programming language, is it an interpreted language or is it a compiled language? It is a compiled language. तो जितनी ज्यादा स्टॉपेज होंगे उतनी ज्यादा आपको देरी, is it or not? ये ट्रेन का रियल एग्जांपल है, आप अगर देखो, अगर बहुत ज्यादा स्टॉपेज होते हैं तो आपकी ट्रेन जो होती है वो लेट होती है कि नहीं होती है? देयर आर हायर चांसेस दैट आपकी ट्रेन लेट हो जाए। ओके, बट जिसका जो दिल्ली से स्टार्ट होके लखनऊ तक सिर्फ आ रही है, इन दैट केस देयर आर लेस चांसेस दैट योर ट्रेन इज गोइंग टू गेट। ठीक है, तो ये, तो विच वन इज फास्टर? कंपाइल्ड लैंग्वेजेस आर फास्ट, ओके, इंटरप्रेटेड लैंग्वेजेस आर स्लो। अब यहाँ पे एक डाउट आता है, कुछ बच्चों का डाउट आता है, आई टोल्ड यू दैट पाइथन इज स्लोअर देन सी सी प्लस प्लस, व्हाट इज द रीजन? व्हाट रीजन यू विल से? Why Python is slower as compared to C and C++? Hmm. Tell me, why Python is slower as compared to C and C++? Because it is a interpreted language, guys. Interpreted. Clearly, I have written here. मैंने सीधे सीधे ये चीज बताई है। कौन सी फास्टर है? कंपाइल्ड लैंग्वेज फास्टर है। कौन सी कंपाइल्ड लैंग्वेज है? सी सी प्लस प्लस। तो कंपाइल्ड लैंग्वेजेस हमेशा फास्टर रहेंगी एज कंपेयर टू इंटरप्रेटेड लैंग्वेज। So your Python is lower as compared to C and C++ because Python is an interpreted language. That is the reason Python is slower, because the execution of Python code is line by line. One by one your code is going to be executed. Okay, if you want I will show you one proof. जिसको प्रूफ चाहिए मैं प्रूफ भी देता हूँ। सी, आई एम राइटिंग हाई, ठीक है, सपोज दैट आई एम राइटिंग हाई, नाउ आई विल डू सम एरर, मैं यहाँ पे एरर क्रिएट करूंगा। सी, नाउ माय क्वेश्चन इज, विल दिस कोड विल बी एग्जीक्यूट? क्या ये कोड एग्जीक्यूट होगा? फर्स्ट लाइन विल बी एग्जीक्यूट। आंसर है फर्स्ट लाइन होगा। क्यों होगा आप समझ, क्यों होगा समझ। सी, in this case you are having high, so this code is correct. Python will take this line because line by line execution is there. Python will take this line. In this line error is there? No, any error is there. That means your high will be, when it will come in next line, 10 divided by 0, so 10 divided by 0, it is an error, so Python will raise an error here, but still you will get output as हाई आएगा। क्यों आएगा? क्योंकि पाइथन इज अ इंटरप्रेटेड लैंग्वेज, लाइन बाय लाइन एग्जीक्यूशन चल रहा है, इस वजह से आए। ओके, सी, हाई इज कमिंग और नॉट, बट आफ्टर हाई एरर इज, ठीक है, ये मतलब है। या लाइन बाय लाइन, पाइथन इज एग्जीक्यूटिंग योर कोड लाइन बाय लाइन। ओके, simple होती है लो, the advantage is simple. Python programming, like interpreted languages, are simple as compared to your compiled languages. Okay, it is executing line by line. Yeah, it is correct. Python is an interpreted language. Yes, it is an interpreted language. Okay, that is the reason Python is slower as compared to. Now tell me, clear guys? Which, why Python is slower as compared to Java? Clear was, interpreted language easy होती है हमारी, easy होती है interpreted languages. ठीक है, after this, next one. So your next topic is interpreted languages is completed. So interpreted versus compilers is completed. Huh. Next is your keyword. So for understanding keyword, I am opening my Colab. Okay. So I am going to create one new notebook. Huh. So first topic that we are going to discuss is keywords. Keywords समझना है. ठीक है. So before understanding keywords, can you check question tab? At last I will take. Okay, whatever QA doubts are there, I will take all those questions at last. Okay. Now, here let me change the file name. ठीक है, लास्ट में देख लूंगा जो क्यूए आपका है क्वेश्चन टैग में, लास्ट में चेक करूंगा सारा। हाँ, coming to the keywords. What are keywords? See, in our Python program, in our Python programming, there are few words whose meaning is fixed. कुछ words है जिसका meaning जो है वो fixed. For example, let me take one example. Can I say this is an apple? Can I say this is an apple, guys? क्या मैं इसको apple कह सकता हूँ? Can I say this is an apple, guys? मैं कह सकता हूँ इसको apple? The answer is no. Why we cannot say? Why we cannot say? Because according to English, this is nothing but a pen. And pen is a word which is pointing to this, you can say this device, whatever you can say. Okay. This instrument, whatever you can say. This is a, okay. So what is your keyword? Keyword means some specific meaning is there. For a word, some specific meaning is there. So उसको हम keyword बोलते हैं. For example, I can take one more example. I am saying, let me take one example. Is it Goa, guys? क्या ये गोवा है? Goa. Is it Goa, guys? It is not Goa. Why it is not Goa? Because we are having a fruit, and this fruit name is pomegranate. Okay, this fruit name is pomegranate. That means in our English language, why I am discussing all those things? In our English languages, there are few words, or there are millions of words which are there, whose meaning is fixed. Whose meaning is fixed. Okay. And such type of words are known as keywords. So same as it is in our programming, same as it is in our programming languages, we are having the concept of keywords. So anybody tell me how many these type of words are there in our English language which are having some specific meaning? कोई बताएगा? How many words are there in English programming, English language? Can you count? कर सकते हो? Nobody will count. Okay, we can't count. Now let me tell you one thing. In Python programming, we are only having 30 to 5 keywords. We are only having 35 keywords. Now my question is, Python is easy or English language is easy? English में इतने सारे word है फिर भी आप उसको तैयार कर रहे हो. Python is only having 35 keywords whose meaning is fixed. There are 35 words are there whose meaning is fixed in our Python program. Okay, and in our English language we are having millions of words. Okay, so what are keywords? What are keywords? Let me write some definition for you. Keywords. So basically keywords means there are few words in Python programming, whose meaning is already defined in Python. And such type of words are known as keywords, or this is also known as reserved words. इसको reserved word भी बोला जाता है. Okay, reserved words. So there are few words which are there in Python programming which are having some specific meaning. Okay, that type of words are known as keywords. Okay, now in our Python, there are 35 keywords present in Python 3.1. And one more thing, guys, ये number increase or decrease होता रहता है. It depends on the version. Because for example, after few days Python 3.13 version is come. After few days Python 3.13 version is coming. There is a possibility that your keyword may increase, may decrease. There is a possibility. Okay, there is a possibility that your keyword may increase, may decrease. It is possible. Okay, so 35 keywords are there, and for which version 35 keywords are there? For Python 3.12 version, 35 keywords are available, which are having some specific meaning, in our Python program, in our Python programming. Let me give you a few examples as कुछ examples भी देता हूँ. What are your examples? For example, I want to write some code for repetition. अगर मुझे repetition का code लिखना, then I will use for and while keyword. What this is used for? This is used for repetition, and it is also known as, what is your for? For is a keyword. What is your while? While is a keyword. And these two mean, what is the meaning of these two keywords? These two keywords meaning that these two keyword means that some code is there that you want to repeat. अगर आपको कुछ repeat करना है, then you need to use this keyword, these two keywords. Same as it is, we are having one where we are having if elephant is. If elephant is. Why we are having this thing? If you want to write some condition in your, then we are having these keywords. Okay. So for there are multiple keywords which are available in your Python keyword. What are those? Like for is one keyword, while is one keyword, if is one keyword, elif is one keyword, else is one keyword, and is one keyword. All these are your keywords. What is the meaning of this? If you want to write some conditions, you will use if keyword or elif keyword or else keyword. If you want to write some repetition statements, you will use for keyword. You will use while keyword. That is the meaning of. So कुछ words हैं हमारी Python programming के अंदर, उनका meaning fix, and such type of words are known as keywords, and these are nothing but your keywords. Now ask. यहां तक किसी को डाउट है तो पूछ लो, keywords क्या हो? Repetition means, suppose that I am having something, my name is there. I want to repeat this my name 100 times. 100 times मुझे इसी कोड को repeat करना. That is what? That is your repetition. So if you want to repeat my name 100 times, you will use this keyword. And how to use it, we will discuss करेंगे after a few days. कुछ दिन बाद ये discuss करेंगे how we can use these words to repeat. These keywords for repetition of any code. So if you want to repeat something, my name is there. I want to repeat my name 1000 times. So you are having one keyword that you are going to use, that is your for. Okay. So for repetition purpose, wherever you want to repeat something, you will use for. Okay. हाँ, that I will tell. Okay. एलिफ सी ये कीवर्ड है जो कंडीशन लिखने के काम आते हैं. आप लोग इतना दिमाग में रखो. लेटर वी विल डिस्कस मोर ऑन दिस, हाउ टू इंप्लीमेंट कंडीशंस, हाउ टू इंप्लीमेंट लूप्स, एवरीथिंग वी विल डिस्कस. राइट नाउ आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू दैट देयर आर फ्यू वर्ड्स, कुछ वर्ड्स है पाइथन के अंदर जो कि फिक्स्ड, and such words are known as keywords. Right now you only need to understand this. What is for, what is while, what is if, what is elif, what is and, what is else. We will discuss that thing when it will come, like after a few days we will discuss about all those keywords. Okay, यही सब चीजें पढ़नी है. हाँ, मीनिंग आपको दिमाग लगाना ही नहीं रंजीत. Okay, no need to remember meaning of all the keywords. Nobody will ask you what are the keywords which are available. Nobody will ask you this thing. Okay, just you need to understand one thing. What is the meaning of keyword? Meaning of keyword means some words are there which are already present in your Python, and such words are known as keywords. अब वो कौन से word है that I will tell. Okay, print is not a keyword, it is a function, guys. देखो keyword और function में अंतर क्या होता है? Keyword, when you are writing function, then you will write bracket. See here, I am writing this bracket. When you are writing bracket, it is a function. It is not a keyword. Keyword means directly you are writing like this. Now this is a keyword because here I am not giving bracket. So whenever you are giving bracket, That means it is a function. If you are not giving a bracket, then that is a key. Okay. फंक्शनैलिटी आपको रंजित नहीं लगानी है, अभी डे बाय डे आपको समझ आएगा सारी चीज. ठीक है. What is if, what is this, all these things are there in your syllabus. We will discuss, just hold on. ठीक है, सब कुछ डिस्कस. हाँ गाइस, कीवर्ड्स का मीनिंग क्लियर हुआ. What is the meaning of keywords? Actually, let me ask one question. In your English language, okay, simple question is there. In your English language, if you want to learn English language, अगर आपको English language सीखनी है, in that case, are you going to learn each and every word of your dictionary? क्या आप सारी डिक्शनरी के सारे वर्ड लर्न करते हो? My question is, then why you are going to learn the functionality of keywords here? यहाँ पे तो जब यूज होगा तभी तो. अब कोई वर्ड आया, फॉर एग्जाम्पल some word is there, you can say sophisticated. One word is there, sophisticated. Now if you don't know the meaning of that word, then only you will learn the meaning of sophisticated. क्या पहले से ही सारी vocabulary आप लर्न कर लेते हो? My question is, you are going to learn all the vocabulary at once? The answer is no. Okay, whenever requirement is there, same story is here as well. You need not to learn all the keywords. When requirement will come, what is the meaning of requirement? I want to repeat my. So if you want to repeat your code, you will use for and while keywords. Okay, so I will tell you day by day we will understand how these things are. आपको remember नहीं करना है नितेश. No need to remember anything. Okay, no need to remember. आपको remember भी नहीं करना है. Okay, what is the meaning of keyword? You just need to understand that thing. बस इतना आप दिमाग में रखो, कीवर्ड होता क्या है. Okay, what is keyword? You need to only understand this. हाँ guys, meaning of keyword is clear. सबको क्लियर है मीनिंग कीवर्ड का? ठीक है. अब इसके बाद आ जाओ. ठीक है. अब कुछ लोगों का डाउट था, हाउ मेनी कीवर्ड्स आर देयर, हाउ वी कैन सी द कीवर्ड्स इन माय पाइथन प्रोग्राम. मुझे कीवर्ड्स चाहिए अपने पाइथन प्रोग्राम. So I am going to write few lines of code. मैं कुछ lines का code लिख रहा हूँ. I will not explain you that lines, but you just need to understand, yeah, this is the code for getting the keywords. अगर आपको keywords पाना है, this is the code which is there. Okay, so what is that code? Let me write the code for discharge. What is the keyword? Keyword is very simple. You will write import keyword. Then you will write keyword dot KW list. That's, see, these are the keywords which are there in your Python program. Okay, it is running because for the first time I am running. तो पहली बार जब आप run करोगे, then it will take time. In your Google Colab, when first time you are running your code, it will take a little bit of time. Okay. हाँ, now see. हाँ, these are the keywords which are available. These are the keywords which are available in your Python. Okay, false is one keyword, none is one keyword, true is one keyword, and is one keyword, as is one keyword, assert is one keyword, async is one keyword, await is one keyword, break is one keyword, class is one keyword. All these are nothing but your keywords in Python. And how many keywords are there? I am going to print. If you want to see the count of it, what I will do? Okay, I will simply write len of, see how many keywords are. 35. So 35 keywords are available in my current Python compile or interpreter. Okay, current Python interpreter, 35 keywords are there. Shall I need to learn all the things? The answer is no. कोई जरूरत नहीं है आपको याद करने की. Okay, what is the meaning of keyword? You need to understand and how to find the keywords. And now, what is this import statement? What is this KW list? Just hold on. After a few days, we will discuss all those things because it is a concept of modules and packages. So right now, you just need to understand only one thing. This is a code which is available that will give you how many keywords are available in your current Python. current Python, I come interpret. Everybody run it and tell me whether you are getting or not. सब लोग अपने कंपाइलर पे रन करके मुझे बताओ कि आर यू एबल टू गेट द रिजल्ट और नॉट, ऑल द कीवर्ड्स यू आर एबल टू सी और नॉट. Everybody do it. This is a code. Run this code and tell me. Working ना? Everybody is able to get. कोई है जिसको नहीं आ रहा है? ठीक है, fine. Fine. So this is your keywords. Now in keywords, if any question is there, please let. In keywords, if any question is there, please let. Meaning of keyword is clear. Meaning of keyword. What are keywords? सबको comfortable है? Everybody is comfortable. Those who are from non-IT background, is it clear? Meaning of keyword. You can just compare it with the English language. Simply compare with English language. Now, after this, our next topic is variables. Next topic that we are going to discuss is variables in Python program. Variables in Python. So basically, what is variable? So variable is very, very simple. It is used, or variables are used to store the value, of a, or you can say store the value you can take. What is the meaning of this? Right ones? I am writing 10 here or 10 plus 20. मैंने 10 plus 20 लिखा. I have written 10 plus 20. I have run it. I have run it. My result is 30. मेरा result क्या है? 30. My question is, I want to use this 30 here. मुझे यहाँ पे ये 30 use करना. Can I use it? Think. Can I use 30? This 30 I want to use. Bracket is missing. You have not copied Arga. Okay, Arga copied it. Now, okay, those who are not able to understand, let me take one simple example. Everybody knows about notebook. Notebook सबको पता है. You are creating your notes. You are creating your notes. My question is, why you are creating your notes? क्यों बनाते हो? Why you are creating your notes? In your class 12th or 10th, you have you have created notes of physics, chemistry, math, or biology. Who have background is from bio. So why you are making those notes, guys? क्यों बनाते हो? Why you are making those notes? For reviews. For reviews. Okay. Now, basically, when you are making notes, जब आप notes बनाते हो, are you storing some information in your notebook or not? आप जो notes बनाते हो, उसमें कुछ लिखते हो. That means you are storing something in your notebook. Is it or not? Suppose that you have not implemented notes. आपने notes नहीं बनाए. In the live session, something I teach you and you have not implemented any kind of notes. In last day or when your exam is coming, are you able to access whatever things instructor has explained you? क्या आप उसको access कर सकते हो? जो मैंने पढ़ाया, क्या एग्जाम के वक्त आप उसको एक्सेस कर सकते हो अगर आपने नोट्स नहीं बनाए? विदाउट फ्रेंड हेल्प, आपको हेल्प नहीं लेनी. आर यू एबल टू एक्सेस? नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि आपने नोट्स ही नहीं बनाए. What is your notes? Notes is nothing but somewhere you have stored whatever I have explained you. You have written that thing in your notebook and that is stored for future reference. For future reference you have stored. Same story is there in programming. ये चीज programming में भी लागू होती है. What is the meaning of that? Suppose that I have done some operation like 10 plus 20. My result is 30. अब मुझे याद आया कि मुझे जो इसका रिजल्ट आया है उसमें 50 और ऐड करना. मुझे जो भी इसका रिजल्ट आया उसमें 50 और ऐड करना है। तो क्या मैं यहाँ पे वो चीज कर सकता हूँ? The answer is no. We cannot do it. Why we cannot do it? क्योंकि मैंने इसको स्टोर नहीं किया है. Whatever result is there, after calculating whatever result is coming, you need to store that result somewhere, and that is nothing but your variable. तो वेरिएबल किस लिए होता है? वेरिएबल इज यूज्ड टू स्टोर द वैल्यू. Whatever values are there, you want to store those values. So for that we are having values. For example, I am storing this output in some variable x. मैंने इसको x में स्टोर कर दिया. Now my question is, can I use this 30 here in this cell? क्या मैं इस 30 को यहाँ पे यूज कर सकता हूँ? Yes, now you can use it. आप कर सकते हैं. क्यों कर सकते हैं? क्योंकि आपने स्टोर कर लिया है. जो भी इसका रिजल्ट आया है, you have stored that thing in your variable which is x. Now you will see you are getting 30. I am able to x. Oh sorry, I have not run it. कि मैंने रन नहीं किया था. See, मैं एक्सेस कर पा रहा हूँ. Why I am able to access? Because I have created a variable, and that is the actual need of variables. Variable की need क्या है? The need of variable is, suppose that you have written some code. You have written some, and you want to use that code, or you want to use the output of that code after few lines. मुझे कुछ टाइम बाद उसको फिर यूज करना है. So for that you need to create variables, because without creating variables you cannot access. आप access नहीं कर सकते data. That is a use of it. What is variable? It is just a container. In other words, it is also known as a container. It is a container used to store value inside a variable. Variable. What is your variable? Variable is nothing but this one. This x is your variable. And what this x is having? This x is having this value. Whatever result of this is there, that result is going to be stored in your variable, that is. So what is x? It is just a variable which is going to store the this value. Whatever result of this value is there, that is going to be stored in this. So if you want to store any particular value, you need to use variable. Without variable, can I access this value? The answer is, let me take one more example. मैंने लिखा something like 50. मैंने नेक्स्ट सेल में इस 50 को एक्सेस करना है. आई वांट टू एक्सेस दिस 50 इन नेक्स्ट सेल. कैन आई एक्सेस दिस 50 नेक्स्ट सेल? क्या मैं नेक्स्ट सेल में एक्सेस कर सकता हूं इस 50? एनीबॉडी? कैन आई एक्सेस दिस 50 इन दिस सेल? The answer is no, you cannot access. Why you cannot access? Because you have not created any variable. आपने इसको store नहीं किया है. You need to store it. Once you are storing it, then only you will use. Okay, so just store it in some variable y, and then you can use y for accessing this. अच्छा, कोई मुझे एक चीज दो. What is the need of what? हाँ, yeah, correct. What is the need of storing something? Store क्यों करते हैं? Why we are storing something? Why we are storing something? क्यों हम लोग स्टोर करते हैं? Correct. For future reference. If there is any requirement in future, we can use that. Is it or not? आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो, अगर फ्यूचर में उसकी जरूरत पड़ रही है तो मैं उसको यूज कर पाऊं. दैट इज द रीजन वी आर स्टोरिंग इट. सेम थिंग इज इट. हम क्यों हम इसको स्टोर करने की जरूरत है? क्यों हमको इस वैल्यू को स्टोर करने की जरूरत है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आफ्टर फ्यू डेज देर इज अ रिक्वायरमेंट दैट आई वांट टू एक्सेस दिस वैल्यू. अगर आप स्टोर नहीं करेंगे, आप एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते. If you are storing it, if you are not storing it, you cannot access it. So that is a requirement of variable. So variable is very, very simple. It is just used to store. It is just used to store the value of a value. The value. What is that value? This is your value that is going to be stored in this. Now ask you. Variables क्या करते हैं? Doubt तो पूछो. हाँ, any question? 2 बच्चों का रिस्पॉन्स आया, बाकी सब कहाँ है? गाइस रिस्पॉन्स करो, अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा बताओ, ठीक है? जब तक बताओगे नहीं समझ पाऊंगा। हाउ मच स्पेस रिक्वायर्ड टू स्टोर अ वेरिएबल? नो एनी स्पेस। ठीक है, आपको देखो पाइथन इज अ हाई लेवल प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, यस। तो आपको स्पेस वगैरह पे ध्यान नहीं देना है कि कितना वेरिएबल कौन स्टोर कर, आपको उन सब चीजों पे ध्यान नहीं देना, क्योंकि सी दिस इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम। अगर मैं डिस्कस करूंगा तो वो बहुत डेप्थ में हो जाएगा, यू विल गेट कंफ्यूज विद दैट, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम ओके फाइन। सो आफ्टर दिस, ये जो मैंने वेरिएबल लिखा है, so for defining this variable there are few rules, कुछ रूल है जो हमको फॉलो करने चाहिए। rules for defining a variable in Python, कुछ रूल्स हैं पाइथन के जो हमको फॉलो करने चाहिए with respect to variables. So if you want to create any kind of variable, this y is what? This is a variable. So if you want to create a variable, some rule is there. Okay. So variable is having some rule. Some rule. Variable name is having some rule. Okay, what is that rule? First rule is variable name cannot be started with a digit. This is your first rule. First rule is variable name cannot be started with a digit. This is your first. Second rule is variable name can only contain, variable name can only contain alphabets, alphabets and and numbers. Only two things is accepted. Okay, alphabets, numbers or underscore is also available. So comma and underscore. Okay, this is your second rule. What is your third rule? Third rule is spaces are not allowed. Spaces are not allowed in between a variable. Very important point. I will give you example. Don't worry. Variable. And fourth one is keywords cannot be a variable name. अब चलो examples दें. All the examples we will discuss one by one. हाँ, see. First example, variable name cannot be started with a digit. For example, I am taking some variable name like 19 name is equal to 200. अब देखो, this is my variable name. This is my variable name. This variable name is started with a digit because 1 and 9. 1 is what? 1 is a digit. So your variable name cannot be started with a digit. But here I have given a digit, it will give you an error. See, you cannot use a number at the beginning of a variable name. आप variable name के beginning में number नहीं दे सकते. Okay, that is your first. In this first rule, if any doubt is there, please let me know. In this first rule, if any doubt is there, please let me know. इस first rule में doubt है तो बताओ. Simple rule है. What is that rule? You cannot use digits. This one is your digit. You cannot use digit at the beginning. So let me remove this one. Only one name I am. So this digit is there. So आप variable name को digit से start नहीं कर सकते हो. That is a. So first is this. This is your first. Second rule is variable name can only contain alphabet, number, and underscore. See here, other than this, if you are trying to give anything, अगर आप इसके बाहर कुछ भी दोगे, you will get an error. Let me show you some example. I am writing NA $E is equal to. अब देखना, yeah. What are the variable name can contain? It can contain either alphabet, it can contain either numbers, or it can contain unders. Only three things are acceptable. But here we have used dollar. Dollar is not acceptable according to Python standard. Python will only contain Python variable name will only contain alphabet, number, and underscore. But here I have given dollar. Dollar is not acceptable. Python will give an error. अगर आप इनमें से कुछ भी देते then it is acceptable, no any issue. But other than this, if you are giving anything, it will give you an. Okay. Next point is space is not allowed. What is the meaning of this? Suppose that I am creating some variable, student, student name is equal to something like Ansh. This thing I am taking. Okay. You समझना. See, this complete is my variable. So in between the variable name, I am trying to give a space. यहाँ पे space दिया है मैंने. This space is not. If I am giving a space in between the variable, error will come. Okay, so you cannot give space in between the variable. So अगर space नहीं दे सकते, then which thing we will follow? Instead of space, you can use underscore. Underscore like this. Now this is accepted. See, it is accepted. So space is not a. Space is not. Okay. After this, fourth point, keywords cannot be a variable name. What is the meaning of this? Suppose that these all are your keywords. Let me take this try. This is your one keyword. I am taking try. Try is what? Try is your keyword. Try is equal to 20. See, error will come. Okay. So keywords cannot be a variable name. So only these are the rules which are there. Other than this, anything is there. That is accepted. Other than this, anything is there. For example, I am writing total 99 is equal to 1. Is it valid, guys? क्या ये valid है? Is this one is valid? Just see the rules and tell me. These are the rules. And this is our question. Question is this. Is this valid? Total 199 is equal to 200. Anybody is there who is saying it is not valid? कोई ऐसा है जो कह रहा है कि it is not valid? It is valid, guys. Why it is valid? Variable name cannot be start with a digit. Digit से start नहीं हुआ. Fine. Variable name can only contain alphabet, number and underscore. So alphabets तो है यहाँ पे और numbers भी हैं. That means it is also fine. Spaces are not allowed. Spaces are there. No spaces are not there. That means it is also correct. Keywords cannot be a variable. क्या keyword use हुआ यहाँ पे? No, it is not keyword. So it is a valid, valid, valid. Sorry. See, it is valid. No any errors. That's now in rules, if any doubt is there, please let. हाँ, keywords with underscore we can use. आप keywords को underscore के साथ use कर सकते हो. That is fine. See, if you are writing try underscore 20, that is acceptable. Okay, like this, if you are writing, that is fine. कोई problem नहीं. It will work. It is work. Okay, it will. You can use. Okay, only same keyword means वही चीज आप use नहीं कर सकते. That means these names you cannot use as a keyword. Other than this, you can use anything. It's up to you. Okay. Only these things you cannot use as a variable. Other than this, you can add underscore. You can use it. For example, after not, I am adding underscore. You can add it. Possible. You can use it. Pranjal, what? Why? Shiv, is your doubt is clear? Shiv, what is the meaning of okay, Shiv? Okay. You cannot use these words. If you are using underscore and all, that is fine. With keyword, if you are using underscore, then it is not a keyword. Now it is not a keyword. Keyword means जो word है वही word use करना है. अगर वो word आप use करोगे variable name पे तब error आएगी. ठीक है? हाँ. Yes, we can use. Yes, we can use. This is also acceptable. It is also acceptable. कोई problem नहीं. बस आप keyword को use नहीं कर सकते हो. बाकी आप कुछ भी use. कोई problem नहीं. सेम नेम नहीं यूज कर सकते. जो यहाँ पे कीवर्ड के नेम दिए हुए हैं ना, इनको नहीं यूज कर सकते. जैसे ये पास दिया हुआ है, मैं पूरा पूरा पास नहीं यूज कर सकता. आप अंडरस्कोर लगा दोगे एक्सेप्टेबल. आप 99 लिख दो एक्सेप्टेबल. आप कुछ और लिख दो इसके आगे एक्सेप्टेबल है. सिर्फ सेम नेम नहीं लिख सकते. सेम चीज आप यूज नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है. हाँ. इनवैलिड अशोक. इट इज इनवैलिड. 77 अंडरस्कोर टाइप. It is invalid. Why it is invalid? See the first rule. फर्स्ट रूल क्या है? वेरिएबल नेम कैन नॉट बी स्टार्टेड विद अ डिजिट, बट हियर योर वेरिएबल नेम इज स्टार्टेड विद अ डिजिट, दैट इज 7. एरर विल इनवैलिड. ओनली की या ओनली कीवर्ड, सिर्फ कीवर्ड को यूज नहीं कर सकते. डू कैप नो कैपिटल, हाँ कैपिटल लेटर डिफरेंस बनाते हैं. पाइथन इज अ केस सेंसिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज. Python is a case sensitive programming language. That means your upper case is different and lower case is different. Okay. Can I use sysbool? What is this? Can we use duplicate names? Yes, we can use duplicate names. No problem. Clear? बढ़िया आगे. So these are the rules which are there, which are available in your very. ठीक है. चलो थोड़ी सी प्रैक्टिस भी कर लेते हैं. आप लोगों को डाउट इसमें है तो मैं प्रैक्टिस ले रहा हूँ. ठीक है. Uh, हाँ, first one valid and invalid. This one valid and invalid. Valid and invalid. And if it is invalid, what is the reason? क्यों ये invalid है? What is the reason it is invalid? If it is invalid, then what is the reason? Yes, we have used at the sorry ampersand. So ampersand is not allowed because see what are the symbols which are allowed? Only alphabet, numbers, and underscore. Only three things are allowed. Other than this, anything if you are giving that will give you error. Okay, so this is invalid. This is invalid. Second one, valid, invalid. It is valid. Why it is valid? Because alphabets are there and underscore is there. Both are accepted. We can use it. ये वाला, this one. Third one, valid and invalid. What is the reason? Why it is invalid? What is the reason? Because you have used at the rate. At the rate is not. At the rate is not allowed. So it is. Next one, valid and invalid. Valid and invalid. It is invalid. Why it is invalid? Because if is a keyword and you cannot use keyword. So it is invalid. Last one, valid and invalid. It is valid and invalid. Yes, it is valid. Why it is valid? Because see after if we are having under, so now it is not a key. Okay, so that's why it is valid. Now tell me, is it clear? Rules are clear now. Rules are clear or not? Everybody is comfortable. ठीक है. अब बढ़ते हैं आगे. Our next topic that we are going to discuss is data. Now, what is the meaning of data types? Let's take one simple example. अगर I want to save मोबाइल नंबर, तो मोबाइल नंबर का क्या फॉर्मेट, मोबाइल नंबर का क्या टाइप रहता है? Which type we are using for mobile number? Mobile number, which format we are having for mobile number? Digits. Digits. Okay, simply and roughly I am taking example digits. Same as that is, if I am having something like uh, text, text, थोड़ा complicated. Height, height. What is the type of height, guys? Okay, mobile number digits meaning numbers की form में रहता है. Height. What is the type of height? Height किस form में रहता है? What is the type of height, guys? डेटा टाइप भूल जाओ, सिंपल बताओ हाइट किस फॉर्म में. अगर हाइट है आपकी तो हाइट किस फॉर्म में आपने मेजर कर. Decimals, correct. Height is in the form of not digits. Height decimals में रहती है. 5.9, 6.10. Is it or not? Decimals. So height is what? Decimal. Decimal. Same as it is if I am having my name. तो name का क्या format रहता है, guys? What is the format of name? What is the type of name? It is characters or alphabets. Characters or alphabets. So now if you will see, we are having different data types. We are having numbers, we are having decimal, we are having alphabets. So now we are going to discuss about these types. Now we are going to discuss about these types. So let me tell you what is the meaning of data types. So data type means which kind of data we are using in our. So data type just telling you which kind of data we are using in our program. For example, if you want to store mobile number, what is the data type for mobile number? It can be a number. It can be a number or integer. Integer is common, so I can take integer. Same as it is, height is there. What is the format of height? Decimal. Height can be in the form of decimal number. Same as it is, name is there. Name is in the form of characters or alphabet. That is the meaning of data type. तो जब भी हम कोई प्रोग्राम लिखेंगे, we are having different type. For example, I want to perform addition of two numbers. I want to perform addition of two numbers. मैं simple example ले रहा हूँ. Anybody, please tell me, if you want to perform addition, what is the type of the value that you are taking? What is the type of this 10? What is the type of this 20? क्या है type इसका? Anybody? It is an integer. It is an integer. तो हम लोग अब यही पढ़ने जा रहे हैं. Now we are going to learn only this thing. What are the data types are there in our Python program? How many data types are there in our Python programming? Now we are going to discuss. Okay. So let me take one thing. Types of data type in. So basically multiple data types are there in our Python. First type is known as integer. Then we are having float. Okay. Then we are having Boolean. And then we are having data structures. Third, we are having data structures. What are data structures? Data structures means the data type which are storing more than one values at a time. So that are known as data structure. So in data structure, we have list, we are having tuples, we are having strings, we are having dictionary, and we are having. So basically, these are the data types which are available in our Python program. Okay. So these are the data types that are there in our Python. Okay. Now, one by one, we are going to discuss about all these types in our Python. First type is your int, guys. कोई बता सकता है what is the meaning of integer? In your mathematics, you have learned about integer. What is the meaning of integer? Integer का मतलब क्या होता है? क्या मतलब होता है integer? अच्छा, one question. Integer can be negative. Integer can be negative. क्या integer negative हो सकता है? Yes, yes. So the integer is very simple. What is your integer? Any number without decimal. Any number without decimal is your integer. So what is your integer? If I can tell you, any number विदाउट डेसिमल, विदाउट, तो कोई भी नंबर अगर बिना डेसिमल के, then that is your integer. Okay, that is your integer. Okay, so if any number is there that is without decimal, that is known as integer. Okay, so for example, and one more thing guys, एक चीज मैं भूल गया बताना, there is one function that you need to understand that is known as type function. So basically what this function will do, this function will return the data type of a variable. What is the meaning of this? समझ. For example, I am having something like I am taking variable name num1 is equal to 100. I want to check what is the type of this number. Anybody, what is the type of this num1? क्या type है num1 का? Num1 is a variable which is storing this value 100. So what is the type of the value which is stored in this num? What is the type of this which is going to stored in num? It is your int type. तो हमको ये कैसे पता चलेगा? How we will know this thing that it is an integer type? So for that we are having one function that is known as type. ठीक है? So how we will get it? We will write print. अब इसके अंदर I will call type of num. See, the result will be your an int. That means num1 is having a data type which is of integer type. Which is of integer type. So this type function is there that will help you to understand which kind of data you are using in your. So here num1 is, what is the type of num1? Num1 is of integer type. So you are getting answer as integer. So if any number is there without decimal, that is your integer. So what is integer? Any number without decimal. Let me take one more example. I am taking. Now tell me, is it an integer, guys? क्या ये integer है? I have taken a very big number like this. Is it an integer? Yes, it is an integer because it does not have decimal. So अगर decimal नहीं है, then it is an integer. See. So any number, if you are trying to store any number without decimal, then it is your integer. So what is integer? Any number without decimal. Any number without decimal is your integer. Now tell me, integer is clear. What is the meaning of integer? क्लास, अभी क्लास में ध्यान ना दो, क्लास में बताऊंगा जब ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग पढ़ेंगे. ओके रंजित, you can ignore this class as of now क्योंकि जब object oriented programming पढ़ेंगे then we will understand why class is mentioned. Right now just focus on this type, that is your int and int. ठीक है. हाँ हाँ, num2 is a variable. Oh sorry, it is num2. हाँ, this is my mistake. Yeah, num2 it is. Then also you will get int as an answer. ठीक है यार, that is my mistake. It is num2. Sir, can you please repeat regarding type? See, there is one function. For example, I am having, let me take example here. It's, see, suppose that I am creating something like 10.5, something like this. I want to check what is the type of this X variable. What is the type of this X variable? अब ये कैसे पता चलेगा? How we will get to know that what is the type of this X variable? What is the data type of this X variable? So for that there is one function which is there that is known as type. तो ये फंक्शन क्या करता है? ये फंक्शन आपको देगा कि कौन सा डेटा टाइप है इस एक्स वेरिएबल के अंदर. एक्स के अंदर कौन सा डेटा टाइप प्रेजेंट है वो आपको देगा टाइप फंक्शन. इफ आई एम प्रिंटिंग टाइप ऑफ टाइप ऑफ एक्स, तो क्या होगा? जो भी टाइप होगा एक्स का, दैट मींस व्हाटएवर टाइप इज देयर इन दिस एक्स वेरिएबल that you will get. So what is the type here? It is of float. तो जो भी आपका वेरिएबल है उसका टाइप क्या है, अगर आपको वो जानना है then we are having this type function. So if you want to know what is the type of your variable, then we are having a function that is known as type. So what we need to write inside your print statement, just write type and your variable name within. This is a Nishi. हाँ, फ्लोट बताऊंगा अभी। फ्लोट अभी बताया नहीं, तो एग्जाम्पल के लिए मैं बताइए कर क्या रहा है। हाउ टाइप फंक्शन इज वर्किंग, दैट आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग। ओके, ये फ्लोट क्या होता है मैं बताऊंगा। निशी, इज इट क्लियर? ठीक है। नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, योर फ्लोट डेटा टाइप। व्हाट इज योर फ्लोट डेटा? तो फ्लोट इज ऑल्सो सिमिलर टू दिस। व्हाट इज योर फ्लोट? एनी नंबर विद डेसिमल। विद डेसिमल, अगर कोई नंबर डेसिमल के साथ, any number is there that is with a decimal, that is known as, for example, I am writing 0.0, 100.0. My question is, decimal is present in this number? क्या decimal present है इस number में? कोई बताएगा? Decimal is present in this number or not? Decimal is present or not in this? In this, decimal is present or not? In your num1, decimal is present or not? Yes, decimal is present. So now the type will be your float. See, what is the meaning of float? Float means any number is there that is having decimal. कोई भी नंबर अगर डेसिमल के फॉर्मेट में है, दैट इज योर फ्लोट। नाउ वन मोर थिंग गाइस, अगर मैं यहां लिख रहा हूं -98.9, इज इट अ फ्लोट नंबर गाइस? -98.9, इज इट अ फ्लोट नंबर गाइस? -98.9, this one, is it a float? Yes, it is a float. Why it is a float? Because decimal is there. तो कोई भी नंबर है अगर उसमें decimal present है, that is your float. Any number is there that is having decimal, that is your. So integer means any number is there that does not have decimal. That means that does not have decimal. That means it is a decimal. Same as it is, अगर कोई नंबर है जिसमें decimal present, तो वो बोला जाता है, वो बोला जाता है हमारा float. That is okay. आर्गा, is it clear now? Float क्या होता है? कोई भी नंबर है उसमें डेसिमल अगर प्रेजेंट है, ऑल डेसिमल आर इंटीजर्स बट ऑल इंटीजर्स आर नॉट डेसिमल। हाँ, यू कैन से लाइक कैसे? ठीक है। हाँ गाइस, इंट एंड फ्लोट इज क्लियर, फर्स्ट डेटा टाइप इज क्लियर, इंट एंड फ्लोट इज क्लियर गाइस। ठीक है, सबको क्लियर है? अब इसके बाद नेक्स्ट वी आर हैविंग guys, give me a moment, my battery, I don't know this. Any number with decimal. So after this, there is one more type that is known as Boolean data. What is your Boolean data type? Let me tell you. So Boolean is very, very simple. Boolean means true or false. Boolean means true or false. For example, Boolean means true or false. For example, let me take one example. I am asking, is married? Whether you are married or not, you will say, yeah, maybe, yes, I am married, or no, I am not. Yes, आपके बाप को इंट नहीं क्लियर हुआ। गाइस फोकस करो, ठीक है, ऐसा ना करो। ठीक है, मैं फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी दे रहा हूँ, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आप लोग उसको यूज करो। ठीक है, इंटीजर मींस कोई भी नंबर है जिसमें डेसिमल नहीं प्रेजेंट हो। डेसिमल का मतलब क्या होता है? डॉट। अगर डॉट प्रेजेंट होगा देन इट इज अ फ्लोट नंबर, अगर डॉट नहीं प्रेजेंट है देन इट इज अ इंटीजर नंबर। सो एनी नंबर इज देयर दैट डज नॉट हैव डेसिमल, then it is nothing but your integer. So for example, this first I have taken 100. So your decimal is not present, that's why it is an integer. Next example, I have taken a very big number I have taken, but I have not given decimal. So अगर आपने decimal नहीं दिया, that means it is an integer. Same as that is with third example. A negative number, a very big negative number I have taken, but I have not given a decimal. So still it is an integer. So any number if you are taking without decimal, that is your integer data. Akib, clear? क्लियर हो क्या आपको? ठीक है, ठीक है। Now, Boolean. For example, I am asking to Abhishek, Abhishek, are you married? What you will say? No. No means false. Because you are not married. You are not married. That means false. So if I am asking, is married? You will say no. No means. Now if you will see, ये क्या है? What is this false? This false means no. This false means no. And this false is what? ये false कुछ नहीं है. ये हमारा है keyword. See this. Is it a keyword or not? False and true. False and true. What are these? These are your keywords. And what is the type of this? It is a Boolean type. It is a Boolean type. So if someone is asking, are you married? You will say, no, I am not married. That means false. Okay. And what is the type of it? Let me check the type of it. Type of is married. Is married. You will get answer as bool. Okay. Okay. See, bool. Bool means the type of this is nothing but your bool. Boolean type is. Okay. Same as it is if I am asking, are you graduate? So you will say either true, yes, I am graduated, or you are false, like or false, that you are not graduate. So I am writing true means you are graduate. So print type of r underscore u underscore graduate. See again. So if you want to store your data in the form of true and false, अगर आप कोई भी value true and false में दे रहे हो, if you are giving any value in true and false, then that is known as Boolean data. ठीक है. तो अगर आपको वैल्यू स्टोर करनी है either in true or in false, okay, then that data type is known as true or false. For example, Arga, let me ask one question from Arga. Arga, tell me, uh, um, have you completed your post graduation? Have you completed your post graduation? Ongoing. Okay. Uh, have you completed your graduation? Yes. What is the meaning of yes? देखो, जब मैंने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा, when I have asked this question, Arga, tell me what are the possibilities which are there? क्या आप बता सकते थे? When I have asked you whether you have completed your graduation or not, either you will say true or false. Either you will say yes, I have completed, or you will say no, I have not completed. Only two possibilities are there or not. So if you want to store your data in the form of true and false, अगर true और false दोनों की फॉर्मेट में आपको आंसर चाहिए, then you will use Boolean data. So example, I have already told you, like Abhishek, I have asked this question, is married. Whether you are married or not, I am saying false. False means no, I am not married. Same as it is, are you graduated? Or graduation I have written. Are you graduated? I have written true. True means yes, you are graduated. Okay. So if you are having some data in the form of true and false, then you are having your result in the form of, so multiple examples is. ठीक है. So if you are having true and false as an output, then that is nothing but your, बस इतना है boolean. Clear हुआ? आगा. ठीक है. Now here in boolean there is one twist which is there. Let me clear that twist. Okay, यहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ा twist है. Let me tell you. In case of boolean data type, internally, false means zero, and true means, याद रखना है इस चीज को guys. This is very very important point. Why I am explaining this? Right once. I am writing x is equal to true plus true minus false plus true minus true. Anybody just guess what is the result we will get? क्या result आएगा? Guess करो, सोचो क्या. What result we will get if I am going to execute this? What result? So ट्रू फॉल्स ट्रू। ओके ओके, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड गाइस दिस पॉइंट, तभी मैंने ये चीज बताई, आप ध्यान रखना। इन केस ऑफ बूलियन डेटा टाइप, ठीक है, बूलियन डेटा टाइप आपका इनडायरेक्टली जीरो और वन को रिडायरेक्ट करता है। जीरो और वन मींस व्हेन यू आर हैविंग फॉल्स, दैट मींस इंटरनली पाइथन इज कंसीडरिंग दिस फॉल्स एज जीरो एंड इंटरनली ट्रू मींस वन। तो यहां पे क्या होगा, ट्रू और फॉल्स की वैल्यू जो कंसीडर होंगी, दैट विल बी योर जीरो एंड वन। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रू? ट्रू का मतलब क्या होता है? ट्रू मीन्स वन, सो हियर इट विल बी वन। प्लस अगेन ट्रू इज देयर, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट? ट्रू मीन्स वन, अगेन false is there, false means zero, again false is there, false means zero, then again true is there, true means one, then again false is there, that is. So what is my answer? This one and this one will be cut out. After that, 1 plus 1 will be your 2, so the result will be 2. ये चीज आपको ध्यान रखनी है, because internally your true is considered as 1 and false is considered as 0. पाइथन जो है वो ट्रू को हमेशा 1 कंसीडर करता है और फॉल्स को हमेशा 0 कंसीडर करता है। लेट मी टेक वन मोर एग्जांपल, मैं कोई एग्जांपल देके बताऊं। आई एम राइटिंग ट्रू इनटू 10 प्रिंट एक्स, व्हाट इज माय रिजल्ट गाइस? गेस करो क्या है? व्हाट इज माय रिजल्ट? क्या आएगा? रॉनी 20 कहां से आ रहा है? 20 तो आ ही नहीं सकता, कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं होगी आने की। द रिजल्ट विल बी 10, द रिजल्ट विल बी 10। Just a moment. Yes. Okay. Acha. The result will be 10. Why? Because I told you that internally true means 1. 1 into 10. That is your 10 only. So the result is. तो ये चीज आपको ध्यान रखनी है कि फॉल्स का मतलब जीरो होता है पाइथन के अंदर और ट्रू का मतलब वन। प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस। ठीक है, ये आपका बुलियन है। अब किसी को डाउट है तो in Boolean data type or three data types I have discussed, int, float, and Boolean. In these three data types, if any doubt is there, please let. किसी को भी डाउट है इन तीन डेटा टाइप में तो ठीक है, 10 मिनट का ब्रेक है गाइस। ओके सर, कैन यू प्लीज टेल द सोर्स ऑफ योर एनर्जी? यस, आई कांट से एनीथिंग। यस, quite clear. Why you have written? Actually, for explanation purpose, I have written this. नीतीश, मैं बताना चाह रहा था कि अगर ट्रू मीन्स जो होता है वो वन होता है और फॉल्स मीन्स जीरो होता है, इसलिए मैंने सिर्फ बताने के लिए आपको ये एग्जांपल दिया। इट इज जस्ट एन एग्जांपल, ठीक है, इट इज जस्ट एन एग्जांपल नितेश, इट इज जस्ट एन एग्जांपल दैट आई हैव। हाँ गाइस, आपका 10 मिनट्स का ब्रेक है, जिसको पानी वगैरह पीना है वो पी सकता है, एंड दोज हु आर हैविंग डाउट प्लीज लेट मी नो, आई एम हियर, आई कैन सॉल्व योर डाउट्स। नहीं, आदत पड़ चुकी है एनिमेशन। Actually, a lot of sessions I have taken 3 hours, 2 hours like that. That's so आदत पड़ गई अब, it is like that. Why you used minus symbol for explanation? यहाँ पे सिर्फ मैंने बताने के लिए इसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा, मैंने ये बताने के लिए आपको ये एग्जांपल दिया। ये एग्जांपल सिर्फ मैंने एक एग्जांपल के तौर पर मैंने आपको ये दिया कि क्या रिजल्ट आएगा इस, मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ। फॉर एग्जाम्पल देख, true is there, what is the meaning of true? 1. True is there, what is the meaning of true? 1. False is there, what is the meaning of false? 0. False is there, false meaning is 0. Then true is there, true means is 1. Then false, true again I am having, that means 1. So now calculate it. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's why you are getting. ठीक है नितेश, ये सिर्फ एक एग्जाम्पल है जो मैंने बताया हुआ है। No, there is one more keyword. None is there in the that we can store. एक और कीवर्ड है जिसको नन बोला जाता है. We can store that. Only these three are the keywords. And एक और twist होता है इन तीनों keywords का कि all three keywords, that is your true, false, and one more keyword is there, that is known as none. All three keywords are having first letter cap. First letter cap. इन तीनों का फर्स्ट लेटर कैपिटल रहता है, बाकी सारे कीवर्ड्स का कैपिटल स्मॉल रहता है. लेट मी शो. देखो कीवर्ड फॉल्स, ट्रू एंड नन, सिर्फ इन तीनों का पहला वर्ड जो पहला लेटर जो है, फर्स्ट लेटर ऑफ दीज कीवर्ड्स इज कैपिटल, बाकी सब स्मॉल है. सारे कीवर्ड स्मॉल, सिर्फ इन तीनों को हम लोग ले सकते. ठीक है, एज अ वैल्यू. हाँ सर, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन. यार ओनली गो अहेड. It is an operator also. Which is an operator? No, true and false is not an operator. No, none means none की कोई वैल्यू. None means no, nothing. अगर कोई वैल्यू आपको स्टोर नहीं करनी है वेरिएबल के अंदर, then we are taking none. None means nothing, no anyway. None की कोई वैल्यू नहीं होती है. It is an empty value, empty content. Okay. हाँ गाइस, जिसको अपना वो सॉरी क्या कहते हैं, पानी वगैरह पीना है आप लोग पी लो, ठीक है. Because 10 minutes break is there, I will start at 10:43. At 10:43 I will start. Oh, Boolean means true. हाँ करेक्ट रोनी. हाँ तो ये वर्क करेगा. आपने प्रिंट नहीं किया एक्स को रोनी. आपने क्या किया है ना, आपने प्रिंट नहीं किया है. आपको एक्स को प्रिंट करना पड़ेगा ना. आपने क्या किया है, आपका ये कोड है, तो आपको नेक्स्ट लाइन में आपके एक्स को प्रिंट करना पड़ेगा ऐसे. तब आपका ये वैल्यू प्रिंट, क्योंकि आपको प्रिंट करना पड़ेगा. या यू नीड टू प्रिंट इट, देन इट विल वर्क. बट आई देन चेंज. हाँ तो ये वर्क तो कर रहा होगा, क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है रोनी? व्हाट इज द इशू हियर? It is fine, it will work. You just need to print it because you have not printed it. That's why you are not getting your answer. Just print it, you will get it. Your result is correct. Code is correct. Yeah. Any other question, guys? किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ लो. At 10:43, I will start this session. My code is leaving. हाँ, एक डिफरेंस रहता है शिव इसमें. जब when we are pressing shift and enter, directly your pointer will come in next cell. For example, if I am for example, let me take some example. मैं इस शेल पे हूं, अगर मैं कंट्रोल प्लस एंटर करूंगा ना, वो नेक्स्ट सेल में चला जाएगा. देख आ गया नेक्स्ट सेल में. बट when you are pressing this one का कंट्रोल प्लस एंटर, when you are pressing control plus enter, only that existing cell will be executed. बस इतना डिफरेंस होता है. शिफ्ट एंटर आपको नेक्स्ट सेल में सेंड कर देता है, और कंट्रोल प्लस एंटर सिर्फ आपको कोड को रन करता है, नेक्स्ट सेल में मूव नहीं करता. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. शिफ्ट, rest everything is same. Next out. Any other question, doubt you guys want to ask, please let me know. C++ is better for competitive programming. Okay, for competitive programming, we are using C++. For this, see, every programming language is having their own advantages. Okay, so it depends on you in which technology you are. Okay, it depends on you. For example, for Python, but for data science, which one is better? Definitely Python is better. For competitive programming, which one is better? C++ is better. For Android app development, which one is better? We will go with Java. Okay, like that. We can use VS Code. कोई problem नहीं है VS Code में. Ranjit. Okay, because Google Colab is freely available. That's why we are using Google. If you are having VS Code and it is working, you can use that as well. No any issues. You can use any ID. It's up to you. Okay, every ID like each there are n number of IDs which are there. It's up to us which ID we want to use. तो आपको अगर VS Code सही लग रहा है आप VS Code यूज करो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं उसमें. Okay, we can use any ID. It's up. ID से कोई मैटर नहीं करता. You can use any ID. It's up to you. In my case, I am also using VS Code. If you can see, I can show you my. Is my code is visible, guys? क्या visible है? See, this is your VS Code. We can also use VS Code. No problem. Okay. It's up. जो भी आपको यूज करना है आप use कर सकते. Yeah, that is a benefit of Colab. How many of you have listened this word LLM? LLM किसने किसने सुना है? अच्छा, चैट जीपीटी तो सबने सुना होगा. डू यू नो विद द हेल्प ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग वी कैन इंप्लीमेंट अवर ओन चैट जीपीटी. पता है? See, this is your own chat GPT. SQL to like text to SQL converter. Text to SQL converter. So if you are giving some question, we will get our result. And we are using LLM. Okay, generative AI, Gen AI, which is known as Gen AI. So see, this type of questions we are having, how much price is there? And chat GPT will give us the response. Okay, we are using some APIs for that. Okay. It is a LLM project. तो यहां से पाइथन है, समझ लो. LLM क्या होता है? जो आप चैट जीपीटी यूज करते हो ना, चैट जीपीटी जो यूज करते हो ना, उसके बिहाइंड द सीन जो चीजें चलती हैं उसको LLM बोला जाता है. ठीक है, लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल. चैट जीपीटी कैसे बना हुआ है? चैट जीपीटी बना हुआ है अपने LLM के थ्रू. Okay, it is a technology which we are using. Generative AI. Generative AI it is known as. I don't, because generative AI is after deep learning. Because first we will complete Python, then we will complete numerical Python, then we will complete SQL. And after machine learning, I think generative AI is there. I don't know whether it is there or not. But अगर आप Python अच्छी कर लोगे, अगर आप कोड देखोगे ना, we are using only Python. What is this? This is your Python. Only normal Python we are using. Python ही use हो रही है और कुछ नहीं हो रहा. See, complete Python we are using. You can implement this type of project. आप कर सकते हो प्रोजेक्ट ऐसे. तभी मैं कहता हूँ पाइथन पे फोकस करो, एवरीथिंग विल बी इजी. हाँ, जनरेटिव एआई आई डोंट थिंक इट इज देयर. आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दैट. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट श्योर वेदर एलएलएम इज देयर बिकॉज़ दैट एलएलएम इज अ वेरी एडवांस टॉपिक. वो इंडस्ट्री लेवल पे यूज किया जाता है. ठीक है, लाइक माय प्रोजेक्ट इज बेस्ड ऑन एलएलएम जनरेटिव एआई, सो आई एम वर्किंग ऑन दैट. दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव इम्प्लीमेंटेड. सी, एनएलपी जो है ना, वो टेक्नोलॉजी पहले आ गई थी. जनरेटिव एआई अभी कुछ दिन पहले से हुआ है. जनरेटिव एआई अभी कुछ दिन पहले से आई है. ठीक है, ये कुछ नई चीज है. इसके पीछे ट्रांसफार्मर और डीप लर्निंग का थोड़ा सा लॉजिक यूज हुआ है. चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं. पहले पाइथन कर ले, फिर एलएलएम करेंगे. ठीक है. स्टार्ट गाइस, शैल वी स्टार्ट? सब रेडी हो? ठीक है, अभी बहुत आगे वो एलएलएम वगैरह बहुत आगे हैं। ठीक है, चलो एक डाउट आया, उस डाउट को ले लेते हैं। सी, when assigning a variable to integer, for example, addition space in between the characters doesn't matter. I typed with space. Variable name is x. क्या x और कोई हमने कहा वेरिएबल के बीच में नहीं होना चाहिए स्पेस? क्या वेरिएबल यहाँ पे दूसरा कोई कैरेक्टर आपने यूज किया है? आपने सिर्फ सिंगल वेरिएबल यूज किया है, तो सिंगल वेरिएबल एक्सेप्टेबल, single variable you can use, but what is the meaning of that statement? If we are having something like this, then this type of space is not acceptable. You cannot give this type of a space. Single variable you can use like this, कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। ठीक है, so this is accepted. You cannot give in between the variable name I have given. If you can see the definition, space is not allowed in between a variable. That means two letters are there between these two letters, or two words are there between these two words. You cannot give space. I have given this example as well. Student name. So student, after that I have given space. So this space is not. Okay. That's why we are getting an error. Clear? Ronnie. Ronnie, your doubt is clear? ठीक है, अब आगे। After this, next one, we have covered integer, float, and boolean. Three things we have covered. After that, we are having data structures. Now, why these are known as data structures? See, whatever we have discussed till now, all these are going to store a single variable. What is the meaning of single variable? कोई बता सकता है कि इस x के अंदर, सॉरी, इस num1 के अंदर, in this num1, how many values I have stored? In this num1, how many values I have stored? कितनी values मैंने stored की है num1 में? 1 value. Okay. Same as it is in this num3, how many values I have stored? कितनी value मैंने stored की है? 1. ठीक है. Same as it is here. In this are you graduate, how many values I have stored? Again. Okay. Now, what is your data structure? So basically, data structure means if we want to store more than one value into a single variable, then we will use data structures. That means when we are using int, float, boolean, and all those int, boolean, and float, so we can only able to store a single value. But I want to store multiple values into a single variable. You will use data structures. So for that, we are having list, we are having tuple, we are having set, we are having dictionary. Okay, so these are nothing but your data structures which are going to store multiple values at a time. Okay, that is it. Now, out of this, there is one more data structure which is there, that is known as string data structure. Now, string is very important for you. क्यों है important? Try to understand. String data. So basically, let me write a definition of a string. What is this string? So a string is a collection of or sequence of characters. What is the meaning of this? Suppose that I can take one example here. Let me take one example. Ranjit is there. Let me take one example. Ranjit. I want to store some name who, like some person name whose name is Ranjit. My question is, for example, Ranjit is. Tell me, this name is nothing but a sequence of characters or not? पहले तो characters पता है सबको क्या होते हैं? Characters. What is the meaning of characters, guys? Is it clear? Characters पता है? Arga. Meaning of characters is clear or not? Character means not alphabets, guys. Character means any single value. कोई भी चीज आप सिंगल वैल्यू में डालोगे दैट इज योर कैरेक्टर. कैरेक्टर. Whatever keys you are seeing in your keyboard, that is your character. Character means single value. कोई भी single value आपकी होगी, that is your character. Any single value is nothing but your character. Now here, if someone is asking how many characters are, that means how many single values are there in this. So इस name में कितने characters हैं? देखो पहला character है R, second character is your A, third character is your N, fourth character is your J, fifth character is your I, sixth character is your T. So how many characters are there? Six characters are. And when you are combining all those six characters, then it is nothing but a string. Then it is nothing but a string. So what is your string? These individuals are your character. R is your one character, A is your one character, J is your one character, I is your one character, T is your one character. So one by one characters are there. And total how many characters are available here? Six characters are there. So what is your string? It is a collection of characters or sequence of characters. Okay. Now tell me meaning of characters clear. That means one alphabet. One alphabet you can say or anything you can say. हाँ guys, is it clear? Character. Now after this, if you want to implement a string in Python, अगर आपको string बनानी है, then how we will make it? So in Python, anything within double quotes, ये example बहुत बहुत important है guys. Within single quotes, or double quotes, or triple quotes. Is nothing but a string. What is the meaning of this? Suppose I am writing something, name is equal to, within quotation मैंने लिखा रंजी. Now what is this? This is nothing but a string. क्यों string है? क्योंकि कुछ भी आप पाइथन के अंदर कोटेशन के अंदर कुछ भी लिख दोगे, दैट इज योर स्ट्रिंग. कोटेशन, ये कोटेशन जो आपको दिख रही है ना, ये मैंडेटरी. अगर आपने कोटेशन के अंदर कुछ भी लिखा है पाइथन के अंदर, दैट इज योर स्ट्रिंग. लेट मी शो टाइप ऑफ सी. It is your string. Let me take more example similar to this one. For example, I am having something like this. Anybody, what is the type of? क्या type होगा इसका? Is it an integer or a string? हाँ, तो कोई भी अप्लाई कर सकते हो. Either single quotes or double quotes. Anything you can use. Even triple quotes also we can use. We can also use triple quotes. That is also excellent. Is it a string, guys? Yes, it is a string. एक चीज दिमाग में रखना कि कोई भी चीज कोटेशन के अंदर अगर है, ठीक है, कोई भी चीज कोटेशन के अंदर अगर है, दैट इज योर स्ट्रिंग. सो हियर 10 is inside the quotation, so it is also your string. So anything within quotation. For example, let me take more example. Python is a general purpose programming. This I have written, and I am taking in triple quotation. Anybody, what is the type of? What is the type of this? What is the type of this? It is your string. Now in this, let me take this example. In this, if someone is asking how many characters are there in this, because it is a string. ये string है, ये आपको पता है. How many characters are there in this string? कितने characters हैं इस string के अंदर? How many characters are there in this string? It is 2. Why 2? Because एक पहला character क्या है? 1 is your first character and 0 is your second character. So 2 characters are available in this. Same as it is, if someone is asking how many characters are there in this, so you can count one by one and that much of characters are available. So definition of a string is very, very simple. Anything either in single quotes or in double quotes or in triple quotes. सिंगल कोट्स यूज करो, चाहे आप डबल कोट्स यूज करो, चाहे आप ट्रिपल कोट्स यूज करो. अगर आप कोटेशन के अंदर कुछ भी लिखते हो पाइथन के अंदर, दैट इज योर स्ट्रिंग. That is your string. Simple definition is whatever you are going to put inside the quotation, that is your string. Now maybe you guys are having one doubt, अगर क्या मैं इस तरह से लिख सकता हूं कुछ? Can I write like this? Just think. Can I write like this? Can I write like this? Can I write like this? I want to represent a text. Remember this thing in case of Python programming. ये चीज आपको ध्यान रखनी है. In case of Python programming, text can always be represented. Text can always be represented in string format only. तो अगर आपको कोई भी टेक्स्ट भी लिखना है ना तो आप स्ट्रिंग फॉर्मेट में ही लिखोगे. तो यहाँ पे ये मेरा एक टेक्स्ट है, मुझे ये लिखना था, मुझे ये स्टोर करना था इस नेम वेरिएबल के अंदर. सो फॉर दैट इट इज मैंडेटरी टू गिव कोटेशन. दिस कोटेशन इज मैंडेटरी. इफ यू आर नॉट गिविंग कोटेशन इट विल गिव यू एन. Okay, if I am not giving quotation, error will come because text representation. If you want to write text in your Python programming, your text is going to be represented in the form of string. So अगर आपका text है कुछ और आपको उसको represent करना है, you will represent that in the form of string. Now tell, is it clear? Whatever we have discussed, these 3 points are clear. Triple quotes are used for. No, Ranjit, triple quotes is not used for comments. Okay. Section 375 is a string type. It will give you an error. If you are not giving quotation, then it is an error. अगर मैं यहाँ पे quotation नहीं दूंगा, because what it is, if I am writing sector 765, something like that is there. So sector 765 is there. So now what is this? It is a text. अगर ये text है तो आपको string में represent करना होगा. Otherwise, it will give you an error. See. So if you want to represent, it is mandatory to give quotation. क्योंकि आपका टेक्स्ट का रिप्रेजेंटेशन जो होता है पाइथन में वो स्ट्रिंग की फॉर्म में होता है. Always your text will be represented in the form of string. Okay. So ये डाउट किसका था? Alok. Is your doubt is clear? ठीक है. No difference is there. You can use anything anywhere. It's up to you. You can either use single quotes or use double quotes or your triple quotes. In Python, there is no any difference. You can use any type of code, any. Okay. There is no any limitation. हाँ. Everybody is clear. Shall we move ahead? बढ़े आगे. Okay. After this, next point is a string is a ordered collection of elements. Ordered collection of characters, not elements. Here we are having characters. Now, anybody who knows the meaning of ordered? Ordered का मतलब क्या हो? What is the meaning of ordering? Ordering. What is the meaning of ordering? Meaning of ordering, guys. क्या होता है? What is the meaning of ordering? Ordering meaning. I am asking what is the meaning of ordering? A string is a ordered collection of elements or ordered collection of element it is. What is the meaning of ordering? Place of provision. Ordered means sequence. Sequence in sequential format it is. What is the meaning of this? Try to understand. ऑर्डर का मतलब होता है कि जो भी एलिमेंट्स है वो एक ऑर्डर में है. दैट मींस व्हाटएवर एलिमेंट इज कमिंग फर्स्ट, दैट एलिमेंट विल बी एट फर्स्ट पोजीशन. सेकंड एलिमेंट इज कमिंग, सेकंड एलिमेंट इज एट सेकंड पोजीशन. थर्ड एलिमेंट इज कमिंग, थर्ड एलिमेंट विल बी एट थर्ड पोजीशन. सो लाइक दैट. So ordered means your elements are stored in the form of an order. What is the meaning of this? Let me explain you in depth. See, suppose that I am having some string. I am having some string hello. Simple string I am having which is hello. Okay. Now what is the meaning of ordering? So in your memory this will be stored. ये आपकी कहीं पे कंप्यूटर में स्टोर होगा. So how it will be stored? Try to understand. Now, here, this is H, 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 E, L, L, O. This is my string. Okay. Now, what is my variable which is pointing this? The variable name is string1. String. So one variable is there, that variable is pointing to this. Ordering means, what is the meaning of ordered? Ordering means H is your first element. That means your first element is present at 0th position. Second element is present at first position. Then at second position. Then at third position. Then at fourth position. So if someone is asking at which index L is present, what you will say? At which index L is present, what you will say? क्या बताओगे? It is at third. तो इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है कि जो भी आपके एलिमेंट्स हैं, वो एलिमेंट्स यहाँ पे जो कैरेक्टर्स हैं, बिकॉज स्ट्रिंग इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स, सो एवरी कैरेक्टर, H is one character, E is one character, L is one character, L is one character, O is one character. So these are what? These are your characters. Now in this character, where this H is present? So H is present because H is at the first position. That means the index of H is, then OE is there. What is the index of E? 1 is the index of. Same as it is L is there. What is the index of L? 2. Same as it is I is there. What is the index of I? 3. Same as it is O is there. What is the index of O? 4. So after this, if something is coming, that will come at fifth index. That will come at sixth index. So that means whatever element is there, that element is having, that element is started from the first element and it will go till last. This is the meaning of ordering. So ordering, if I can show you, see, this one. See this example. See, your first element is present at 0th index, then first index, then second index, then third index, then fourth index. So your elements are, whatever element is coming first, पहले कौन सा element आया था? Red. तो red की position fixed हो गई कि ये 0th पे present. Then next element आया, उसकी first position हो गई. Then next element आया, second position. Next element आया, third आ गई. Next आया, fourth आ गई. तो इसी का मतलब होता है ordered in nature. ठीक है? And one more thing, whatever things are ordered in nature, जो भी चीज ordered in nature होती है, in that indexing and slicing is applicable. What is indexing and slicing? I will discuss. Indexing and slicing is, what is indexing and slicing? I will discuss. अब ये बताओ, ये इंडेक्सिंग वाला पोजीशन वाला क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? Not understand. See here. See here. String is there. A string is a sequence of characters. So you are having characters. H is one character, E is one character, L is one character, L is one character, O is one character. Now out of these characters, मेरे यहाँ पे hello है. Out of this character, what is my first character in this? पहला character कौन सा है? कोई बताएगा? What is my first character in this? First character. It is H. H is your first character. Now, if someone is asking at which position H is present, तो कोई बताएगा कौन सी position होगी H की? It is 0. 0 means सबसे पहले, see, indexing जो position होती है वो Python में 0 से start होती है. Your indexing will start from 0. So your first element is present at 0th index. So H is present at 0. Same as it is, E is there. E कौन सी position में present है? E is present at first position. Same as it is, L is there. L is present at second. Now same as it is, what is the position of O? O किस position में present है यहाँ पे? What is the position of O? It is 4th. It is, so L is there, then L is there, that is third, and then O is there, which is. Now what is the meaning of ordered in nature? Ordered का मतलब होता है कि हर बार एलिमेंट की पोजीशन यही रहेगी. your position will not be changed. That means in every scenario, if you are running it hundreds of times as well, at second position, you will always get L. You will always get L because it is ordered in nature. That means all the element position is fixed. All the element position is fixed. And there is one more term which is known as unordered. एक और term होता है जिसको बोला जाता है unordered. What is the meaning of unordered? Unordered means कोई position fixed नहीं है. All the elements are present, but where that element is present, you can't see. But in case of ordered, all the elements are having their fixed position. What is your position? H is present at 0. N is present at 3. For example, 100 times I have run this. तो 100 बार भी यही रिजल्ट आएगा, रिजल्ट चेंज because it is ordered in it. There is one more term which is known as unordered. What is the meaning of unordered? Unordered का मतलब होता है कि एलिमेंट आपके चेंज हो सकते हैं, आपका सेट अनऑर्डर्ड होगा. लेट मी टेक वन एग्जांपल ऑफ अनऑर्डर्ड. मैं एक एग्जांपल लेता हूं अनऑर्डर्ड. ओके, सी. हाँ, just say this. Tell me the position is this one. This the element position in this and the element position in this both are same. क्या सेम है? सारे एलिमेंट्स की पोजीशन सेम है या बदल गई है? यहाँ पे बताओ सब. The position of this one and your output that you are getting both are same or both are different? Both positions are changed. Why it is changed? Because it is unordered in nature. ऑर्डर्ड का मतलब होता है कि आपके जो भी एलिमेंट आ रहे हैं उनकी पोजीशन फिक्स्ड, पोजीशन में चेंज नहीं, पोजीशन इज फिक्स्ड. बट व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अनऑर्डर्ड, योर पोजीशन कैन बी चेंज. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ऑर्डर्ड एंड अनऑर्डर्ड. अब क्लियर हुआ? आप किसको उसको क्लियर हुआ? डाउट है अभी भी? आर का इज इट क्लियर? दैट मीन्स आपकी पोजीशन यही सही रहे, पोजीशन ये रहेगी, पोजीशन नहीं बदले. ठीक है, जो भी एलिमेंट है, फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे देखो, मेरा फर्स्ट एलिमेंट क्या था? 1. आउटपुट में भी 1 आया, ठीक है. अब सेकंड एलिमेंट है, सेकंड एलिमेंट इज 993, बट हियर यू विल सी सेकंड एलिमेंट इज कमिंग एट 3. सेकंड एलिमेंट इज योर 3. तो ये देखो, यहाँ पे जो पोजीशंस थी और यहाँ पे जो पोजीशंस थी, दोनों अलग, दोनों में आउटपुट में अलग आया. That means this is unordered in nature. No any element is having some specific position. No any position is there. All the elements are randomly present. So that is known as unordered. Unordered means randomly present. All the elements are there, but everything is randomly present. That is the meaning of unordered. Yeah, string is ordered in nature. That I told you. Yeah, index means position. Okay. What is the syntax of ordered nature? Syntax I am discussing. Just hold on. पहले बताओ ordered का meaning clear हुआ? वो लिस्ट का एग्जाम्पल था आर्गा, उसको आप इग्नोर कर दो अभी, क्योंकि वो लिस्ट का एग्जांपल था, मैंने लिस्ट अभी एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया है. ठीक है, आप उसको स्किप कर सकते. वो जो गूगल वाली पिक्चर थी वो आपकी एग्जांपल था लिस्ट का, वो स्ट्रिंग का एग्जांपल नहीं था. ठीक है. हाँ गाइस, अनऑर्डर्ड का मीनिंग क्लियर. दैट मींस योर पोजीशंस आर फिक्स्ड. ईच एंड एवरी कैरेक्टर इज हैविंग देयर फिक्स्ड पोजीशन. Each and every character is having its fixed position. You cannot change the position. Every element is having their fixed positions. ठीक है. After this, next one, next point is how to access, how to access, how to access the characters, or you can say the characters, or a group of characters, or a group of characters from a string. What is the meaning of this? इसका मतलब ये, कोई स्ट्रिंग है, उसमें से मुझे either one character I want or I want multiple characters. So how we can access those? How we can access those? So there are two ways which are for accessing the value of the accessing the characters from a given list. One way is known as indexing and second way is known as slicing. Now when we are using indexing, it will simply give you, it will simply return a single character. अगर आपको एक सिंगल कैरेक्टर एक्सेस करना है, you will go with index. And what is indexing? Indexing means you are going to access the characters, character based on position, based on position. तो आप सॉरी, आप पोजीशन के बेसिस पे एक्सेस करो, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने यहाँ पे बताया, फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने ये एग्जांपल दिया था, इसी में ही अगर मुझे एक्सेस करना हो, अगर मुझे एल एक्सेस करना है, एनीबॉडी व्हाट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ एल, व्हाट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ एल, it is 3, it is 3. So I will access this L with the help of this third position, with the help of this third position. I will access this L with the help of this third. So if you want to access any character, you will do this with the help of index. ठीक है। अब क्या सिंटेक्स होता है इंडेक्सिंग का? व्हाट इज द सिंटेक्स ऑफ इंडेक्सिंग? सिंटेक्स ऑफ इंडेक्स, see very simple syntax है, you will write your string name within square bracket. See, square bracket is known as accessing operator. This square bracket is known as accessing operator. Within this you will give index. Index means position. और एक चीज आपको हमेशा ध्यान रखनी है, index will always start from 0. जो भी इंडेक्सिंग होगी वो 0 से होगी, दैट मींस h is present at 0th index, same as it is your e is present at first index. So for example I want to access l. अब l को कैसे एक्सेस करेंगे? We will write a string name, that is string 1, within a square bracket we will give index 1. What is the index of l? It is 0 1 2, it is 2. We will write, see, we are getting. So if you want to access any character, or you can say a single character, you can access with the help of indexing. And what is this? It is your. अब यहाँ पे एक चीज आपको ध्यान रखनी है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट मी टेक वन मोर एग्जाम्पल. String 2 is equal to, okay, here I am writing string 2 of, now try to understand. I want to access this y. क्या इंडेक्स है इसका? तो बताएगा. सिंपली यू विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 0 और y तक चले जाओ. जो y का इंडेक्स होगा दैट यू विल कंसीडर. सो व्हाट इज द इंडेक्स ऑफ y हियर? व्हाट इज द इंडेक्स ऑफ y और पोजीशन ऑफ y? See, 0. Your first index will always be 0. 0 1 2 3 4. At fourth index y is present. Just write. See, you are getting. Same as it is, if you want to access anything, you can access. Okay. अब यहाँ पे एक चीज आपको ध्यान रखना. Suppose that here I am giving positive indexes. अगर if my index is negative or index value is negative, अब यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखें. When your index is positive, जब हमारा इंडेक्स पॉजिटिव है, if my index is positive, we will start from C. Okay, we will start from. Now when my index is negative, अगर मेरा इंडेक्स नेगेटिव हो जाता, in that case try to understand, we will start from minus. तो बेसिकली नेगेटिव का मतलब क्या होता है? नेगेटिव मीन्स बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन. अब यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा दिमाग गाइस लगाना पड़ेगा. बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस? सी, when I am writing something like string 1 of 3, जब मैं ये लिख रहा हूं तो मुझे L मिल रहा है. कैसे L मिल रहा है? We are getting L because we are starting from this, because 3 is what is the index value? It is positive. So if it is positive, what we are doing? We are starting from this and we are going till third index. So we are getting L. अगर यहाँ पे Instead of 3, we are getting -3. अगर मैं -3 दे रहे, index value if I am giving -3, then remember this thing, negative means you will move in backward direction. अब आपको ऐसे चलना. When it is positive, we are starting from 0. But if your index is negative, I will start from this side. And यहाँ पे जो index start होता है, that will be your -1. And this is your -2. This is your -3. This is your minus, and this is your minus. Now, if someone is asking -3, so at -3, which element is present? L is present. So that L will be your same as it is if someone is asking -5. So at -5, which element is present? Your H is present. तो एक चीज आपको ध्यान रखनी है, अगर आपका इंडेक्स निगेटिव है, इफ योर इंडेक्स वैल्यू इज निगेटिव, इन दैट केस यू विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम -1. और ये -1 होगा क्या? ये -1 होगा लास्ट एलिमेंट से स्टार्टिंग होगी. दैट मीन्स -1 इज दिस वन, देन -2, देन -3, देन -4. दैट मीन्स इन दिस डायरेक्शन वी विल मूव इफ योर इंडेक्स वैल्यू इज निगेटिव. अगर इंडेक्स वैल्यू निगेटिव होगी तो मैं बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन की तरफ मूव करूँ. And if your index value is positive, we will start from 0 and we will go ahead. बताओ ये पॉइंट क्लियर हुआ किसी को कि नहीं? Is this point is clear? कंफ्यूजन है इसमें? Yeah, it will also consider space. हाँ, एग्जाम्पल मैं दूंगा. ठीक है, अब देखो, देखो, let me take examples. Take examples. Now try to understand. Suppose that same example I am taking. Here I am writing something like minus. अब देख, इंडेक्स हमारा पॉजिटिव है कि नेगेटिव है, को बताएगा. इस इंडेक्स में पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव. Index is positive or negative? Index is positive or negative? This index value that I have given, is it positive or negative? It is negative. अब ये नेगेटिव है, तो अगर नेगेटिव होगा तो क्या करेंगे हम? तो नेगेटिव के केस में क्या होता है? वी विल मूव फ्रॉम लास्ट. यहां से हम स्टार्ट. एंड व्हाट इज द इंडेक्स ऑफ दिस एलिमेंट? इट विल बी -1. सी -1 लास्ट इंडेक्स. क्योंकि ये नेगेटिव है तो हमको इधर साइड से चलना है. वी विल मूव एट फ्रॉम दिस साइड. Okay, and what is the index for this? It will be -. So here, this is presented -1. Then this is your -1. This is your -2. This is your -3. This is your -4. So which element is present at -4? T is present. So your result will be C. अब सब लोग ट्राई करो. I am giving -6. What we will do? -6. अगर -6 इंडेक्स में दिया है तो क्या है? What result we will get if my value is -6? Everybody try. -6. सब ये बता. Okay, let me check. See, negative is there. Negative का मतलब है हमको उल्टे से चलना है. That means we will start from here. What is the index for this? It is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So A is present at -6. So what is my result? Result will be -6. ठीक है. So A will be result for -6. See. अब मैं कुछ एग्जांपल्स ले रहा हूं आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए. ठीक है, सो दैट यू विल बी मोर कंफर्टेबल विद दिस. करा ही नहीं मैंने. Okay, let me take here. ठीक है, यहीं पे लेना। I want to access T with positive as well as with negative. मुझे पॉजिटिव से भी T को एक्सेस करना है और नेगेटिव से भी T को एक्सेस करना है. How I will do it? With positive also I want to access this T. With negative also I want to access this T. With positive I want to access this T. With negative also I want to access this T. First. इंडेक्स अलग अलग रहेगा शिव, अगर ये केस बनता भी है ना तो इंडेक्स अलग अलग रहेगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। हाँ, what is the index for positive T I want to access? Positive index as well as negative index, both things are. So what is the positive index for T and what is the negative index for T? ठीक है, मैं स्ट्रिंग आपको भेजे भी दे। 3 minus 4 is not possible. This T I want, this T guys. मुझे ये T चाहिए, ये T नहीं चाहिए. With positive also I want this T. With negative also I want this T. Positive also I want this T. And with negative also I want this T. A minus 15, A minus 60, minus 60. Question is, I want to access this T. मुझे ये T एक्सेस करना है, पॉजिटिव इंडेक्स के थ्रू भी, नेगेटिव इंडेक्स के थ्रू, दोनों वे से इस T को एक्सेस करना। ठीक है, पॉजिटिव से भी इस T को एक्सेस करना है, नेगेटिव से भी इस T को एक्सेस। Hmm. 3 minus 16. Okay, let's see. Positive. Positive means we will start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. So at third index in positive direction, we will get our result as T. See, T मिले, ठीक है। अब in backward direction, now -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. Space is there. That space will also be considered. So -11, -12, -12, -13, -14, -15, -16. So at -16 we will get it. Space को भी consider करना है, because space is also a special character. See. Okay. So this is a way to access a single character. If you want to access a single character, you will access with the help of index values. अब इसमें कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ। Is it clear, guys? क्या ये क्लियर है? सबको क्लियर है? ठीक है, आप लोग इसकी प्रैक्टिस करना गाइस, ठीक है, एक स्ट्रिंग ले लेना, इस कोड की प्रैक्टिस करना। इस ये शीट में अभी भी भेज दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है, इसकी आप लोग प्रैक्टिस करना। एवरीबडी प्लीज प्रैक्टिस इट, ठीक है। इंडेक्सिंग, ट्राई टू रन दिस कोड विद डिफरेंट डिफरेंट इनपुट्स। हाँ निमेश, यू विल गेट दैट समरी, वो सब चीजें मिलेंगी आपको नोट्स, आपको नोट्स में मिलेगा निमेश, डोंट वरी, इन नोट्स यू विल गेट ऑल दोस थिंग्स। ओके, इन नोट्स एवरीथिंग इज देयर, लेट मी शो, मैं दिखा देता हूँ किस तरह से आपके नोट्स में रहेगा। विशाल, नोट्स के लिए आप लोग बिल्कुल बेफिक्र हो। बिकॉज इन योर नोट्स एवरीथिंग विल बी देयर, सब कुछ आपकी नोट्स में रहेगा. सीक्वेंस ट्री. सी सी I will share this, don't worry. Indexing, we can access character with the help of index value. Positive indexing, negative indexing. Example you will see. And one more thing guys, अगर कोई इंडेक्स में दे रहा हूं और वो इंडेक्स प्रेजेंट नहीं है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल I am giving something like 100 and this index is not present, what we will get? क्या मिलेगा इस केस में? What we will get in this case? We will get an error guys. जो इंडेक्स है और वो इंडेक्स प्रेजेंट नहीं है, आपको एरर मिलेगा. ठीक है. So if the given position is not present, you will get an error. Okay, you will get an error. सर एक शॉर्ट समरी दे दीजिए. हाँ मैं बता दूंगा. क्या बताना चाह रहे हो अनवीश? नोट्स का आई गॉट इट बट वर्बली जल्दी से रिकैप कर दीजिए. अच्छा वर्बली रिकैप कर दूं, ये क्या है? ओके. सी string is what? A string is a collection of sequence of characters. That means multiple character. Character means one value, one alphabet, one character. This R is your one character. So the collection of these characters are nothing but your string. After that, in Python, whatever you are putting either in single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes, you can use single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Anything if you are putting in single quotes, double quotes, and triple quotes, that is your string. Now in Python programming, if you want to use text, अगर आपको text का use करना है, then also you will use string only. अगर आपको text भी लेना है तब भी आप string का use करो. String is an ordered collection of elements. That means whatever elements are there, all elements are having their fixed position, and that position is known as index value. Okay, and indexing and slicing is applicable, and this indexing and slicing is used for accessing a character. If you want to access something, then we are having indexing concept. Now, in case of indexing, if your index value is negative, negative means you will start from last. And what is the index of that? -1 is the index. And when it is positive, you will start from 0 and you will go till in forward direction. This is the thing we have discussed with respect to string. ठीक है. आपने लिया string 2 of -6. -6 will give you -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. A will be your answer. Durga, AD Durga. Your answer will be A. Slicing अभी discuss नहीं किया है. We will discuss that in next session. Okay. Slicing I will discuss in next session. Okay. सर नोट्स हाँ सेम लोकेशन. हाँ नोट्स के लिए मुझे गाइस थोड़ा टाइम दे दिया करो. ठीक है. आई विल गिव यू बाय टुमारो यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट द नोट्स. ठीक है. थोड़ा टाइम मुझे दे दिया. मुझे थोड़ा बनाना पड़ता है, मॉडिफाई करना पड़ता है. ओके. आई विल डू इट बाय टुमारो यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट. ठीक है. थैंक यू फॉर व्हाट क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है? एडी दुर्गा, योर कोड इज करेक्ट. योर कोड इज करेक्ट. So if you are writing like this, it will give you result as, you will get result as A. See. Oh, because यहाँ पे एरर आई तो प्रोग्राम टर्मिनेट हो गया. सी गुड गया, आपका कोड सही है. हाँ स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक यू हैव डन. स्ट्रिंग की स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक. ठीक. नेक्स्ट सेशन विल बी ऑन वेडनेसडे. On Wednesday, your next session is there. Okay. Hi guys, there is one more thing. Now your QA is going to be started. That is your doubt session. If you guys are having any kind of doubt or want to share something, you can share to me right now. And your next session is very, very important for data analyst, because whatever we are going to discuss in next session, that will help you in your EDA, that means the data analysis part. Because indexing and slicing are the concepts that we are using in our EDA. Okay, in most of the problems we will use our indexing and slicing. Okay, and team will share the feedback form for you. You can just give your honest feedback there. Okay, that is the thing. And let me see QA. What are the QA questions which are there? Give us notes in PDF फॉर्मेट में इसलिए देता हूँ क्योंकि आप मोबाइल से भी एक्सेस कर सकते हो, इस वजह से मैं देता हूँ. ठीक है. Because if I am using Golab or Colab notebook, if I will give now, then that will not accessible by your phone. Okay, that is the reason I am giving it in the form of PDF. That's the reason. Why do, let me clear the doubts. Amrita is asking, why do C and C++? Because it is a proxy. Someone has implemented some programming language. उन्होंने कुछ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज बनाई है. So it's their job that they are going to make it as a compiled language or an interpreted language. So they think that compile is faster. That's why they have implemented their own programming language with compilers. Okay, so we cannot, like, we are not at the right position to say this thing that why C is not implemented with interpreter, because someone has implemented this and we are using it. हम लोग उसको यूज कर रहे हैं, we are using it. Okay, so C++ is compiled language because whoever has implemented C++, they thought that they want to make a programming language which is more fast. That's why they have implemented that programming language as a compiled language. Okay. Sir, that means Google Colab technically is an interpreter. Yes, it is an interpreter, guys. Okay. What will type function return if the variable is A? It will give you an error, Ajay. If you are giving something like this. Okay, मैं देखता हूँ. Vijay, your question is, it will give you an error because this is in the form of text. हाँ, guys, is my screen visible? Please let me know. मुझे बताओ screen visible हो रही मेरी? हाँ, ठीक है. Ajay is asking, if I want to store this, if you want to store this, this is the form of a text. So if you want to store this, you need to use quotation. If you are not using quotation, it will give you an error. तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, इसको string में convert करना पड़ेगा. You will use quotation, that means it is a string, and now you will use. So the doubt is, I think, clear. The doubt is, type function return if the variable, type function will return an error direct. आपका एरर आएगा, कोई भी आउटपुट नहीं आएगा इस केस. अगर आप इस तरह से यूज करोगे, विदाउट कोटेशन यूज करोगे ना, एरर आ जाएगी. ठीक, नेक्स्ट आउट. कैन आई गेट व्हाट्सएप लिंक? यस, कोई लोग व्हाट्सएप लिंक शेयर कर दो, अदरवाइज आई नीड टू शेयर इट. कैन, ये सब सिंटेक्स ही पढ़ रहे हैं यश. वी आर लर्निंग द सिंटेक्सेस ऑफ पाइथन ओनली. We are learning syntaxes of Python. Whatever we are discussing, that is a part of syntax only. How to write Python program. Okay, that thing we are learning only. Sir, where are notes? Please refer WhatsApp group. You will get it. WhatsApp group में है, आप refer करो. ठीक है. Now, any other question or doubt you guys want to ask? Please let me know. कोई doubt है तो आप लोग पूछ लो. ठीक है, मैं WhatsApp group का लिंक अभी शेयर कर रहा हूँ guys. एक मिनट रुकना. So that because this is your first module, Anouk, and we want we want to give some flexibility to. That is the reason, because day by day the schedule is going to be incremented. That is the reason. Day by day आपका schedule बढ़ता जाएगा. So in the beginning, we want to be flexible with the topics, with the things, and then we will take sessions like 3 sessions or 4 sessions per week. Okay, Anouk? ये reason है, क्योंकि अभी एकदम से अगर session बढ़ा दी जाएंगे, then it will create an issue. Those who are from non-technical background, maybe they will face issue with that. That's it. So learn टाइप का कोडिंग कैसे करना होता है, लर्न टाइप का कोडिंग असेसमेंट कैसे कर, अभी नहीं करना है. अभी तो बिगनिंग हुई है ना समीक्षा. Once we will complete few things, then only you will do. ठीक है, अभी थोड़े से आपकी टॉपिक कंप्लीट हो जाए, then ठीक है. Few more doubts are there. I got int as return value for this. Int आ ही नहीं सकता बीच. Not possible. Not possible. If you are using like this ना, 100% sure that you will not get result as int. चेक करो आप, आपने कोड दूसरा लिखा हो, कहीं ना कहीं पे कुछ और कोड लिखा हो, ऐसे कोड लिखोगे इंट आ ही नहीं सकता. इम्पॉसिबल. आप चेक करना, कहीं ना कहीं आपने कोड को चेंज किया होगा तभी इंट आ रहा होगा, या कहीं पे ऊपर यूज किया होगा, आ ही नहीं सकता इसको. ठीक है, चेक इट. गिव सम एक्सरसाइजेस. या आई विल गिव, जस्ट अ मोमेंट. What is the difference between live session and that session available on dashboard? The session that is available on the dashboard for your reference. For example, before joining today's session, you have already you want to know more about this session. तो आप रिकॉर्डिंग रेफर कर सकते हो, उससे आपको थोड़ा आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि आज के सेशन में क्या कवर हो। रंजीत, लास्ट एग्जाम्पल पेस्ट करना, ओके। मैं सारे कोड ही पेस्ट कर दे रहा हूँ, ओके। दिस इज द कोड। नेक्स्ट आउट, आप मुझे चेक करो आपके कोड में कहीं भी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, ठीक है। 100% कहीं ना कहीं प्रॉब्लम है कोड, क्योंकि इंट नहीं आ सकता, कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है इंट आने की, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट आउट, जिसको डाउट नहीं है वो लीव कर सकता है सेशन गाइस, ठीक है। जिसको डाउट है दे कैन स्टे हियर एंड आस्क योर डाउट्स। Those who are having any kind of doubt, please let me know so that I can clear their doubts. And those who don't have any kind of doubt, they can leave the session. और आप लोग इंडेक्सिंग रिवाइज करके आना, बिकॉज इन नेक्स्ट सेशन वी विल स्टार्ट विद स्लाइसिंग, ओके, एंड दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इंडेक्सिंग, आपका इंडेक्सिंग का एक टॉपिक है, ठीक है। एंड अल्मा बेटर टीम विल शेयर यू द फीडबैक फॉर्म, यू कैन गिव योर फीडबैक देयर एज। एंड वन मोर थिंग है, जो कोडिंग असेसमेंट के लिए परेशान हो रहे हैं ना, अभी आपको परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं है गाइस, okay, because right now this is second session, and in second session you